My name is Kurt Hitzman, County Court Judge here in Hernando County. You folks are here for your first appearance. The purpose of the first appearance is so that you may be informed of the charges against you. I'll determine if there's probable cause for those charges. Probable cause simply means it's more likely than not that a crime has been committed, and more likely than not that you're the person who's committed the crime. Of course, as you stand before me this morning, I presume that you're innocent of those charges. That presumption of innocence will stay with you through every stage of the proceedings unless and until the State Attorney's Office is able to prove the allegations against you beyond and to the exclusion of a reasonable doubt. We'll set your conditions of pretrial release this morning, that is your bail or your bond. In most cases, you've had a bond set already pursuant to the bond schedule here in the 5th Judicial Circuit or the warrant which led to your arrest. I'll determine if that bond should be raised or lowered or left the same, or whether there'll be additional conditions of pretrial release placed upon you. We'll let you know when your next court date will be. If you'd like to have the services of the public defender, I'll gladly appoint the PD to represent you this morning. You do have a right to have contact with folks on the outside, family, friends, counsel. If you haven't had a chance to make that call, please let me know, and we'll make sure that that happens. Finally, and most importantly, you're advised that you have an absolute right to remain silent with regard to the facts which surround your arrest. I encourage you to do that. These proceedings are recorded. In addition, there is an assistant state attorney in the courtroom with me. If you say something that tends to incriminate you, they will use it against you in the prosecution down the road. And I need each and every one of you there at the jail, please raise your right hands and be sworn. Y'all solemnly swear affirm, tell truth, whole truth, none but the truth? Outstanding. And Will, you have a motion we can do, right? Yes, sir. Okay. So motion. Got notice.
It's okay. It's not. I don't think there'll be a vociferous objection.
No.
If there is. It's on a Jose Munet.
It's 17 CT 4267.
And Your Honor, my understanding, this is a motion filed by Kimberly Matot. Mr. Munet was on probation for driving under the influence. He was arrested several months later, or at least he was cited for driving while license suspended on 18 CT 2681. Mr. Munet is gainfully employed and is essentially in perfect compliance aside from that new law violation. The reason for the motion, which we're seeking the court withdraw the warrant, is that we contacted Randy Story of probation, and he essentially said that Mr. Munet is in total compliance with everything else. He should be eligible for getting his driver's license after he deals with the new case, and he is unopposed to the capias being withdrawn and essentially setting a notice to appear.
Okay. Is the new law in Hernando County as well?
Yes, sir. The court date is November 13th.
Okay.
Before you, so we'd also ask that any VOP run on that day as well. Mm-hmm. And an abundance of caution. Alternatively, we ask for de minimis bond amount if the court's not amenable to withdrawing the capias altogether.
Okay.
Okay.
And Aaron, I know you don't know anything. Do you have any particular
care along the 17 was the 17 the DUI and the 18 the Dwellis?
Yeah. But even if I can tell you, looking at the affidavit of violation, there's not. He has most everything done already. He just got caught driving.
And probation is okay with?
I don't know anything about it. He talked to Randy. I'm not aware of it.
This also looks like the sum total of his history.
How old is he?
He is
18.
What age do you want to hear?
Yeah. No.
he is.
I mean, it's the difference between 19 and
He's 44.
40 something years old and no history.
He's 44. Okay.
I'll defer to Gordon.
Okay. So in 17 CT 4267, I'll recall the warrant, but we'll set him for a status on the 13th of November in that case. With his other case, and Mr. Cheslow, I'll trust you to let Jose know that he's hanging on to the knot at the end of the rope now.
Yeah.
So no more room for boo-boos.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Judge.
Very good. Thank you. All right. All right. When I call your name, please step forward to the podium. Christina Driver. Come on, Christina, what's your date of birth?
1982.
All right, Christina, I have arrest for retail theft and resisting a merchant's efforts. Looks like you are also currently on felony probation. Is that correct?
Yes.
And is that out of Hernando County?
Yes.
Very good. So there's a probable cause arrest for the VOP. As to those charges, you wish to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like me to appoint the public defender?
Public defender.
I'll appoint the PD. The bond on the VOP, of course, is going to be no bond. That case will be back on the 13th of November. On the two misdemeanors, I'll leave the bond for the schedule, which is $500 for each count. And let's see. Appoint the public defender, and those are coming back on the 14th of November. The public defender will come see you at the jail about both your cases before you go to court, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Jerry Cowan. Morning, Jerry. What's your date of birth?
8579.
Okay, Jerry, I have arrest for possession of drug paraphernalia. It also appears that you are on felony probation. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is that out of Hernando County?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So the probable cause arrest for the VOP. As to those charges, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire private counsel. Would you like me to appoint the public defender?
Public defender.
I'll appoint the PD. In both cases, on the possession of paraphernalia, the bond will be $1,000. That's coming back on the 14th. On the violation of probation case, the bonds will be no bond. Those are coming back on the 9th of November. They told you the 13th. The right date on those is the 9th. And the public defender will come see you before then, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Andrea Turner. Morning, Ms. Turner. What's your date of birth?
11/23/71.
Ms. Turner, I have two charges today. I've got possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia. There's probable cause for those charges. As to those charges, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender.
I'll appoint the PD, and the state looks like she has an open case.
Yeah, this is Ms. Turner has open case in Judge Merritt, I believe.
Go back to the podium.
Andrea,
Oh, here I am.
come on back.
18 CF 1844. The date of offense on that was 8/24. She bonded out 9/5. So
Perfect.
This is something that
Okay.
we request RCO.
All right. So, Andrea, what we're going to do on these is on the new cases, I'll leave the bonds for the schedule, which is $2,000 on the meth, $1,000 on the paraphernalia. I'll move those to tomorrow, the 19th of October. That's where your other case is. But then, Andrea, job number one when you're out on bond in a criminal case is don't pick up new charges. It appears to me that you have. Therefore, pursuant to Florida Statute 903.0471, I'm going to revoke your pretrial release in case number 18 CF 1844. I'm going to hold you without bond in that case, at least until tomorrow when you're back in court. Judge Merritt can revisit your bond if he wishes. But the PD will come see you, obviously, and both your cases will be back in court in front of Judge Merritt tomorrow, all right?
Okay.
Thank you. Jeremy Bonner?
He's at the courthouse room.
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay. I'll take care of it down in Judge Merritt. What happened was Mr. Bonner had a failure to comply with sex offender registry open case here.
Right.
I put it on for arraignment today because I anticipated that I was not going to file it because I was waiting for the other county's warrant. So
Right.
he had a new warrant out of county, but the charges here were already dismissed.
Okay.
So should we bring him up?
Yeah, if he's downstairs,
Can we bring him up?
can Jeremy Bonner be O-N-N-E-R? Yeah. Yeah, so we can get him going on this.
Yeah.
Because he's got to go to Brevard.
Aye.
All right. Austin Hayhurst. Morning, Austin. What's your date of birth?
11/20/1997.
Austin, I have a warrant for you out of Pasco County. The judge had issued the warrant, found probable cause for, looks like, 3 counts of dealing in stolen property, and set the bonds at $5,000 on each count for a total of $15,000. I can't change those because it's an out-of-county warrant. If you can post the bond, you can get out of jail here, go down to Newport Richie, find out when they want you in court. If you can't post it, we'll let Pasco know right away, and I'll give them 5 days to come pick you up. It does not take 5 days with Pasco, but if for some strange reason you were still here in 5, they'd bring you back to see me, and I'd find out what the holdup is, all right?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Roger Halsey. Morning, sir. What's your date of birth?
7/19/87.
Roger, I have 2 counts of defrauding a pawnbroker. There's probable cause for those charges. As to those charges, or 1 dealing and 1 defrauding, sorry. You want to represent yourself. You want to hire a private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
I got a PD in the other
Any other cases? Okay.
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender. These are from back in August, Aaron. So
Yeah, they're not RCO. They were from Florida, but he's been in.
He's been in for a while.
Yeah.
I'll leave the bonds per the schedule, which is $5,000 on each, and then we'll move these to the 2nd of November, where your other cases are. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What was the date? I'm sorry, I missed that.
11/2.
Thanks.
Yep. Joel Lewis. Morning, Mr. Lewis. What's your date of birth?
Sir, 7/20/1980.
Joel, I have 2 charges: retail theft and resisting merchants' efforts. There's probable cause for those charges. As to those charges, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire a private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender, sir.
You got the PD on your other cases, Mr. Lewis?
Yes, sir. Your Honor, I also already, I had my bonds already posted. I don't even know why they brought me here.
I'm sorry, say that again.
My bonds already posted through Absolute Jennifer Senior.
That your bond is posted on these charges?
Yes, sir.
The new ones?
Yes, sir. I would have already been out last night, but I didn't get booked in until like 3 in the morning.
Okay. That's too bad. Because you missed the bus, and now the bus ain't coming again. So what I'm going to do on these is I'll set the bond at $500 in each case. These are coming back on the 14th of November. And then it appears that you have open felony cases. As you've heard me say, job number 1, when you got open charges, don't pick up new charges. So pursuant to Florida Statute 903.071, I am going to revoke your pretrial release and your open felonies. So you're going to be on no bond status on those until the 5th of November. I would try to get with the bondsman that you paid money to on these misdemeanors and see if you can get your money back, because you can't get out, and you're not getting out any time before the 5th of November. PD will come see you at the jail, all right? Thank you. Joe Nowak? Morning, Joe. What's your date of birth?
6/25/98.
Joe, you're hearing a warrant signed by Judge Merritt. He found probable cause for violation of probation. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire a private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender.
I'll appoint the PD. The bond on the warrant is no bond. I can't change that. I'll send you back to see Judge Merritt on the 13th of November. Public defender will come see you before then, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Keshawn Watson? Morning, Mr. Watson. What's your date of birth? I should have to try that again. I need your date of birth.
09/30/95.
Got it. The charge this morning is disorderly intoxication. There's probable cause for the charge. After that charge, you want to represent yourself, you want to hire a private counsel, would you like the public defender?
Do I got a volunteer for this?
There is a bond, is that what you asked me?
Yeah, is there a bond for this?
Yeah. I want to know if you want the public defender to help you.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
sure.
State?
2014, he had a false name to law enforcement, 15 probation violations, petty theft, possession of alcohol by a minor, 18 trespassing, 18 probation violation on marijuana.
Okay. Even the false name, I suspect, was just a misunderstanding.
It was from 2014. They probably couldn't understand them, I understand.
It was the wrong.
All right, Keyshawn, I'm going to set your bond at $500. I'll have you back in court on the 14th of November. If you get out, give the PD a call, all right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. And I have Juan Ortega Ganel. Okay, what are we doing with that?
For the record, Francesca Delagrana, I added this case on for a change of plea. I've worked out with the state on 2018 MM2915 resist without violence. He'll receive time served.
And the time is?
I believe he has 36 days in.
Juan, you've been in for about 36 days?
I've been on in since the 9th, so 39, 40 days now.
Okay. And the next one?
The state has agreed to no pros one of the batteries. I don't know which one specifically.
Okay, let's see. We'll get rid of 18 mm 3295. Stay on no frost, whatever.
Okay.
I don't know.
Right. And so then we have 182915. No, that's the resist. And then
18 MM2712.
there we go.
That'll be the battery.
Okay.
He's to receive 12 months probation. Conditions are anger management,
Okay.
mental health evaluation, follow-up treatment,
Right.
peaceful contact with the victim.
Okay.
There's no restitution, and he may have early termination upon completion of those conditions.
Okay. Got it.
That's my understanding also.
All right. Okay. Juan, you understand by entering pleas in these cases, you give up the right to have a trial by jury, the right to confront the witnesses against you, the right to remain silent, but you want to give up those rights so we can take care of this today?
Yes, sir.
Are you satisfied with your lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Had sufficient time to speak to her and she answered all your questions?
The only question I have for you, sir, is my keys and my phone weren't cooperating with me.
Well,
So where do I pick them up?
when they process you out, Juan, they'll give you all your property back, okay?
No, it wasn't. It didn't come with me in the jail.
Where is it?
Like I had no idea. The cops took it and didn't give it to me when I came here.
Okay. If it got taken into evidence, you also will be able to get it back. I'll put that on the record that you can have your property back. That the sheriff's office might want a separate order,
Understood.
and then I'll happily sign anything to get his stuff back if that's where it is.
Okay.
You probably want to contact them and confirm that they have stuff
Okay.
at property, but it's just take a quick order to get it back.
Understood. Perfect. Thank you.
So we'll get your stuff back eventually, Juan, all right?
Yes, sir.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
All right. So case number 18MM2915 as to the charge that you resisted without violence. How do you wish to plead? You can plead no contest. You want to plead no contest, Juan? Means you're not fighting the charge? Very good. I'll accept the plea. I'll find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 30 days in the county jail, credit 30 days served. Finding court costs is 503, and your cost of incarceration. In case number 18MM2712 as to the charge of battery, how do you wish to plead? You may plead no contest.
Yes, sir.
There you go. I'll accept the plea, find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty, put you on probation for 12 months. While you're on probation, you complete an 8-hour anger management course. You'll have a mental health evaluation. If it recommends treatment, you'll follow that treatment. You may have peaceful contact with the alleged victim, and there'll be a fine and court cost of $830. As soon as all of those things are complete, Juan, you can terminate the probation, so get busy, get these things done, and get off of probation. If there's nothing else keeping you in the jail, they're going to release you today. I want you to report to probation here in Brooksville no later than, where are we? 3 o'clock on Monday, October 22nd, all right? But sooner is better. 3 o'clock on Monday is the cutoff, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And the state announcement, no info on the other one. That should
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Thank you, Judge.
Have a good day. And then you have Mr. Holland today. Mr. Holland, come on up.
And Mr. Bonner.
Oh, Mr. Bonner is here? Okay, I'll take care of Mr. Holland. Okay, Nettie, what can you tell me about Mr. Holland?
There is an active warrant. He paid up all of his fines, and the only thing he has left to do is get the anger management.
Okay, and what are we doing on that, Tom?
So I gotta get it started, sir.
Okay.
I do my best to get it done ASAP.
Okay, because see these guys standing around with uniforms, they're ready to arrest you right now.
I know, sir.
Okay.
I told y'all to try my hardest, though. I ain't trying to get in too much trouble.
Okay, and I don't want you to get into any more trouble, and I want
I
you
ain't
to...
running from nobody. I'm here.
You're here, and you knew coming here. I'm sure they told you that if you showed up, you might get arrested.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But I'm not running from nothing. I'm coming.
I'm gonna, because I want you to get it done.
Yes, sir.
I'd rather have you get it done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got a case number for me, Nettie?
Yes, it's 18MM580.
18MM580. I'm going to recall the VOP warrant.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and now you're on Judge Hitchman probation. Okay,
I'm ready for it.
Okay, you're going to come see me while you're working on this stuff, and the
Yes,
answer is, if you come see me one day and I say, "What'd you do this month?" and you say nothing,
Now, it'd be all done
going out the side door. All right, so just so we can understand each other, I don't want there to be any surprises. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 18MM, I'm going to have you back on the 15th of November.
Yes, sir.
And you'll be all done. You say, "Here's my certificate. Everything's done."
I
And
think
then
it's
going to tell me you're good to go.
cut you off, but they say there's only certain classes you can take like an hour a week.
But you clear that up with them. You don't have to be
Okay,
done.
okay.
I just want to know, when you come and see me on the 15th, I want a progress report that
Yes, sir.
says I'm getting there.
Yes, sir.
At least.
Yes, sir.
Okay? But that's still 4 weeks. Okay, that's a
I'm
lot.
going to get much as I can, though.
All right, just so we all understand each other.
Thank you,
So
though.
you ain't going to get arrested. Now, it's important that you keep this piece of paper with you for the next couple of days.
Yes, sir.
Because it can take a couple of days for that warrant to get out of
So
the
if they
system.
stop me, I need to give them that.
You got it. That's your get out of jail free card right there.
Thank
Not
you,
even
sir.
go to jail card. That's what that is. So
Thank
you
you.
keep that on your person for 48 hours, all right?
Okay.
All right, you're good to go.
Thanks.
All right, I got Mr. Bonner. Thank you. You bet. Hang on a second. Let me take care of Mr. Bonner. Mr. Bonner, want to raise your right hand for me, sir? Solemnly swear firm, tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Yes, state your name.
Jeremy Bonner,
All right, Mr. Bonner, what's your date of birth?
3672.
Okay. Jeremy, you're here for a first appearance. We have a warrant for you out of Brevard County. The judge that issued that warrant found probable cause for some sort of sex offender registration violation and set a bond to no bond. So, and Ms. Dale, he's going to be done here today?
Yes, Your Honor, the state filed a no information in case 18CF2012, sent it over to the jail. He's been released on any local charges.
Okay. So what will happen this morning is Brevard will be noticed and told that you're here and ready to go. I'll give them 5 days to come
Okay.
get you. If they haven't picked you up in 5 days, they'll bring you back to see me, and I'll find out what the holdup is, all right?
Okay,
Very good. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He's just done, yeah. He doesn't